Hello, this is Rick Saltarelli with Salty Breeze Cruise Planners with this week's segment of Beyond Your Front Door. And today I really have a question for you. Do you have a golden ticket? Do you have a golden ticket? A golden ticket is a reference that we use internally for people that are holding on to a future travel certificate. It could be a future cruise credit, or it could be a future travel certificate with a land vendor. And these would predominantly be for vacations that were planned for 2020 or perhaps early in 2021 and were canceled by the vendor. Many of these have been extended several times by the cruise lines and by the travel vendors, but they're not likely going to be extended anymore. So whatever the best before date is and the best travel by date is in effect right now, that is probably the dates that you need to keep in mind. And the reason we are asking you this question today is because sailings appear to be starting up again, and travel appears to be traveling again. And that means that we don't think there will be any more extensions because the travel partners would like to see all of the cruise credits and all the travel credits start to be used. So why now? Well, I put together a list of 7 or 8 reasons why I think now is a great time. The first reason is availability. Please remember that the vacations that were canceled in 2020 and perhaps booked for 2021, and some of them have been moved now to later in 2021, or maybe right out into 2022 or 2023, are using up the availability. So there is going to be this rush for people that want to plan a vacation and enjoy a vacation that they did not get to enjoy last year. The second reason is pricing. We will see, perhaps more than we've ever seen before, the economic rule of supply and demand. So you have this pent-up demand for people who did not have a vacation, and you have a smaller supply than what we had before. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. Thirdly, is most of the travel partners have extended whatever they call their program. With Royal Caribbean, it's called Cruise with Confidence, which means that if you book before July 31st, you still have the Cruise with Confidence components, which means that as long as you have a trip booked that is going to depart before the end of April in 2022, that you will be able to cancel that trip up until 48 hours before departure, and you would receive another future cruise credit. So the beauty of that program is really that confidence that you have that you will not lose your investment in your vacation. But if for whatever reason you need to cancel up to 48 hours before departure, you can do that and you will not lose your deposit, or in this case, your trip would be paid in full. You will not lose that money. So that is very, very important. My fourth point really goes to the availability. Not all cruise ships are going to be back in service at the same time. So we have seen some preliminary schedules from some of the cruise lines that will bring back ships on a longer period of time. So it might be into late 2022 before we see all cruises actually operating again. Number 5 is there are some extremely hot itineraries. So we always have told people that the Mediterranean is at the top of people's lists. So Italy and Iceland are very, very popular. But we've also seen for 2022, Alaska is hot again because a lot of people that did not go in 2021 and there's an or in 2020 and there's an abbreviated season in 2021 are planning that trip for 2022. There was a recent study taken that showed of the top 20 destinations that people want to travel to in 2022, that 14 of those destinations were in Europe. So we know that Europe is always hot. Right now, we do know that in addition to Italy and Iceland, that also Ireland, the United Kingdom, Germany are at the very top of people's bucket lists. And we also throw in there Mexico, very hot, along with all of the normal other places. And number 6, you probably have heard me talk about this before, and that is revenge travel. And so these are for people that would normally take perhaps a 4 or 5 day vacation. They're taking a 7-day vacation. People that were taking 7-night cruises are either taking 14-night cruises or 10-night cruises, or they're upgrading their experience so that they are enjoying a suite instead of a balcony, or they are going to one of these hot destinations we're talking about. So instead of traveling again to the Caribbean, perhaps they are going to the Mediterranean or to the Baltics, or they are going on a repositioning cruise. So those are all some of those reasons why you want to be thinking about booking soon. And then I'll just add to that that some of the cruise lines, especially Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, for bookings made before the end of July for travel before the end of April are getting double reward points. Double reward points. So if you are a Crown and Anchor Society member, instead of getting 1 point per day, you will be getting 2 points per day. And if you are traveling in a suite, you will double up on that. So for those that like getting those points, that is another reason to book now. So we will encourage you to give us a call if you have a golden ticket. Now, for those of you that have booked with us in the past and we are aware of your golden ticket, we are reaching out to you. We are either going to be emailing you, we will be sending social media messages, or we will be giving you a phone call. However, we do know that there are people out there that did not book with us and have that future cruise credit or future tour credit and don't know where to turn. It could be because the travel agent that they were working with has retired or is no longer in business. It could be that they were using a online travel company that they couldn't get a hold of anybody. So they really don't have a contact point, or those companies do not have all their staff back yet, and there are long hold times. So we certainly invite you to give us a call here at Salty Breeze Cruise Planners, the place where we help create lifelong lasting memories. We are open and we are ready to take your call and to help you plan that next amazing vacation. Our phone number is 888-332-8202, and we look forward to helping you again. Thank you.